Rise and shine, 6 o'clock here on this Monday, on this Memorial Day, as we honor those who made the ultimate sacrifice to our country. Jason Hackett here with you. Alicia has the morning off. Going to get to our headlines in just a moment. Let's get to John first in the backyard. And you know what? I'll take 70s on a Memorial Day any day.
I love it. I love it. I do feel my kids were trying to get in the water all weekend. I was like, all right, maybe we can make it a little hotter out here. This weekend looks great. 80 degrees. Look at this stunning start here to Memorial Day. And listen, I know what Memorial Day is all about. And it's not about the hot dogs or the burgers. It's about honoring those that keep us free and giving the ultimate sacrifice. So again, thank you. 50 degrees out there right now. It is borderline cold weather. 44 in St. Cloud, 43 in Brainerd. It's a little bit chilly. Then there's Grand Marais. I feel like they're a hilarious joke. That's why we keep them on there. 48 degrees, 66 by 10 o'clock. And then there you go, the afternoon, some increase in clouds. Like I said, it's a great day. A dry day, but we will have those clouds. That is because a low is going to try to come in. We'll time out a little rain on your Tuesday. CC, it's quiet out there.
It is quiet out there. Good morning. This is a live look in Roseville here, Highway 36 at Snelling Avenue. Really, you're going to see roads like this until around 2-3 o'clock. That's when things could possibly pick up around the metro. That 4 to 7 hour back to that evening rush picks back up today, even though it is a holiday. So if you have to do anything today, try to do it before 2 o'clock, especially this morning. That would be a good time. Seeing here, not seeing any crashes at this point this morning or any significant slowing. A lot of folks not on the roads right now, which is a good sign. I do want to talk about a parade, though, that could slow down your commute if you're going out this morning and you're in the Bayport area. There's also some work on 394 in the Golden Valley area, our neck of the woods. So stick around for that. I'll give you some detours and also some workarounds. Jason.
All right, we'll talk to you in a few minutes, Cece. Thank you. This morning, the nation is taking the day to remember the brave men and women in the U.S. military who died serving this country. In honor of them on this Memorial Day, several events are just hours from happening right here in the Twin Cities. Michelle Beck is at Fort Snelling National Cemetery ahead of a special ceremony. Michelle.
Well, Jason, good morning to you. That ceremony here at Fort Snelling National Cemetery starts at 9:45, and you can see already it looks the part. We see these flags placed at every single headstones as far as our eyes can see. That's nearly 200,000 flags, remembering the sacrifices of every single soldier buried at Fort Snelling. Clearly placing the flags was a massive effort from over the weekend. 3,700 people volunteered, and the shifts filled up in 37 minutes. That's according to Flags for Fort Snelling. Long before the nonprofit led the popular Memorial Day tradition, its founder got a wake-up call from her kids.
We were in line at the grocery store, and Tiara had asked, so whose party are we going to this year? And my mom was like, oh, that's not what it's really about.
And Jason, we know that all throughout the day today on Memorial Day, many more families will get to really know what this Memorial Day is all about. Of course, not just here in Fort Snelling, but also all throughout our communities in South St. Paul. Jason, we know that there is a 9:30 parade, then program happening there, and many more parades and programs happening elsewhere as well. Back to you.
Important to keep the real meaning of this day in mind as you go through your activities today. All right, Michelle Beck reporting from Fort Snelling. Thank you. We're expecting another busy day on the roads as millions of Americans head home from the Memorial Day weekend. AAA says if you're driving, the best time to travel is before 2 p.m. The worst time is between 4 and 7. But for many, flying could be impacted by severe weather across the country, including the risk for tornadoes across the South. We're keeping an eye on flights out of MSP, and we can tell you right now there are no delays or cancellations. But as always, make sure to check the status of your flight before getting to the airport. Well, less than 12 hours ago, a candlelight vigil at 38th in Chicago to mark 5 years since the murder of George Floyd by former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin. It capped off a weekend of events remembering a day that sparked change not only here in the Twin Cities, but around the country. In remembrance of Floyd, hundreds of people gathered at what is now known as George Floyd Square, holding candles while singing This Little Light of Mine. Floyd died outside of Cup Foods convenience store at 38th in Chicago. People say the vigil isn't just a moment to grieve, it's also a chance for the community to come together and heal.
I think it's necessary for us to be able to come out and to commune and to be amongst the human race.
It feels like unity, and I do think that things like this can allow that healing to begin, but I also think that the journey is individual. So taking that into your home and continuing that is important as well.
Make sure you stick with KARE 11 this evening for a half-hour special reflecting on the 5 years that have passed since Floyd's death. It airs at 6:30 right here on KARE 11 and streams on KARE 11 Plus, our app for your TV. Time now 6:06. Developing this morning, we're learning President Trump is delaying a 50% tariff on the European Union until July. It was originally set to go into effect in less than a week on June 1st, but Trump says he got a call from the EU's president yesterday who told him that she needs until July 9th to reach a good deal. Trump wrote on Truth Social that he has agreed to that extension. This morning, the Minnesota